Hello, everybody. This is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Part 5, Chapter 2. The princess and Dolly strictly observed the established customs, so Levin was not allowed to see his fiancée on the day of the wedding. He dined at his hotel with 3 bachelors who met in his room by chance. They were Katavasov, an old university friend, now professor of natural sciences, whom Levin had met on the street and brought home to dinner. Chirikov, his best man, justice of the peace at Moscow, a bear hunting companion, and finally Sergei Ivanovitch. The dinner was very lively. Sergei Ivanovitch was in excellent spirits, and Katavasov's originality amused him very much. The latter, feeling he was appreciated, tried to show off, and Chirikov added his share of gaiety to the conversation. "So here's our friend Konstantin Dmitrovitch," said Katavasov in the slow speech of a professor accustomed to being listened to. "What a talented fellow he was! I speak of him in the past, for he no longer exists. He loved science when he left the university. He took an interest in humanity, and now he employs half his faculties in deceiving himself, and the other half in trying to give an appearance of reason to his illusions." "I never met a more confirmed enemy of marriage than you," said Sergei Ivanovitch. "Not at all. I'm a friend of the distribution of labor. People who do nothing cannot, ought not to be the ones to propagate the race. Others should devote themselves to the intellectual development and welfare. That's my opinion. I know a great many people are inclined to confound these 2 branches of work, but I'm not of the number." "How delighted I should be to hear that you were in love," exclaimed Levin. "Pray invite me to your wedding." "But I'm already in love." "Yes, with your mollusks, you know," said Levin. "Mikhail Semyonovitch has written a work on the nutrition, and I beg of you not to confuse the matters. It's of no consequence what I've written, but it is a fact that I love mollusks." "That need not prevent your loving a wife." "No, but my wife would object to my loving the mollusks." "Why so?" "You'll see how it will be. Now you love hunting, agronomy. No, just wait a while." "Well, I met Arkhip today," said Chirikov. "He says that there are some qualities of elk at Prudnov, and 2 bears. No, you may hunt them without me." "You see how it is," said Sergei Ivanovitch. "Da, you may as well say goodbye to bear hunting. Your wife won't allow it." Levin smiled. The idea that his wife would object to his hunting seemed so delightful that he was ready to renounce the pleasure of ever meeting a bear again. "The custom of saying goodbye to one's bachelor life's not without meaning," said Sergei Ivanovitch. "However happy one may be, he's always sorry to give up his liberty. Confess, like Gogolevsky, when he was engaged, you feel like jumping out the window." "Certainly, but he won't confess it," said Katavasov with a loud laugh. "The window is open. Let's go to Tver. We might find one bear in her den. Indeed, we still have time to catch the 5 o'clock train," said Chirikov, smiling. "Hear them laugh." "Well, upon my honor," replied Levin, smiling too, "I cannot discover the least trace of regret in my soul for my lost liberty." "Da, your soul is in such a chaos that you cannot find anything in it," said Katavasov. "Wait till it becomes calmer, and then you will see. You are a hopeless case. Now let us drink to his recovery." After dinner the guests separated to dress for the wedding. When alone, Levin again asked himself whether he really regretted the liberty of which his friends had been talking, and he smiled at the idea. Liberty? What of liberty? Happiness for me consists in loving, in thinking her thoughts and wishing her wishes without any liberty. That's happiness. "But can I know her thoughts, her wishes, her feelings?" said something like a voice. The smile disappeared from his face. He fell into a deep study and was suddenly seized with fear and doubt. And if she does not love me, if she's marrying me merely for the sake of being married, if she does not herself know what she is doing, will she perhaps see her mistake and discover, after we are married, that she does not love me, and that she never can love me? And a strange, even painful thought about Kitty came to his mind. He began to be violently jealous of Vronsky, just as he had been the year before. There came up before him, like the memory of yesterday, that evening when he had seen them together, and he suspected her of not having confessed everything to him. "No," thought he with despair, jumping up from his chair, "I cannot let this remain so. I'll go and find her. I will talk with her and say to her again for the last time, we are free. It's not better to stop just where we are. Anything is better than lifelong unhappiness, shame, and distrust." And with despair in his heart, full of hatred towards all mankind, towards himself and Kitty, he hastened to her house. He found her sitting on a large chest, busy with her maid, looking over dresses of all colors spread out on the floor and over the backs of the chairs. "Ach," she exclaimed, beaming with joy at seeing him. "Is it tway? Is it way?" Till this last day she had sometimes said tway and sometimes way. "I did not expect this. I'm just disposing of my maiden wardrobe." "Oh, that's good," he replied, frowning at the maid. "Run away, Dunyasha. I will call you," said Kitty, and as soon as she had gone, she asked, "What's the matter?" She was surprised at her lover's strange, confused, and angry face, and was seized with fear. "Kitty, I'm in a torture, and I cannot suffer alone," he said to her in despair, stopping in front of her in a beseeching way to read her eyes. Her beautiful, limpid eyes, full of love and frankness, showed him at once how idle his fears were, but he felt an urgent need of being reassured. "I came to tell you that it's not too late, that everything can even now be taken back." "What? I don't understand. What's the matter with you?" "I am, as I have said and thought 1,000 times before, I'm not worthy of you, and once could not consent to marry me. Think of it. Perhaps you're mistaken now. Think of it well. You cannot love me. If it's better to acknowledge it," he continued without looking at her. "I shall be miserable, but no matter. Let people say what they please. Anything is better than unhappiness. Now, while there's yet time." "I do not understand you," she replied, looking frightened at him. "You mean you want to take back your word, break off our—" "Yes, if you do not love me." "You must be insane," she exclaimed, red with vexation. But the sight of Levin's piteous face arrested her anger, and pushing aside the dresses which covered the chair, she drew near to him. "What are you thinking of? Tell me all." "I think that you cannot love me. Why should you love me?" "Bouche moi, what can I do?" said she, and she burst into tears. "Ach, what have I done?" he cried instantly, and throwing himself on his knees, covered her hands with kisses. When the princess came into the room 5 minutes later, she found them completely reconciled. Kitty had not only convinced her fiancé of her love, but she had explained to him why she loved him. She said that she loved him because she understood him perfectly, because she knew that he could love, and that all that he loved was good and beautiful. Levin found the explanation perfectly satisfactory. When the princess came in, they were sitting side by side on the big chest, looking over the dresses and discussing their fate. Kitty wanted to give Dunyasha the brown dress that she wore the day Levin proposed to her, and he insisted that it should not be given to anybody, and that Dunyasha should have the blue dress. "But don't you see that she's a brunette, and the blue dress will not be becoming on her? Oh, I've thought it all over." When she learned why Levin was there, the princess was half vexed at him, and sent him home to make his own toilet, as Charlotte was going to dress Kitty's hair. "She's quite excited enough," said she. "She has eaten nothing for days, and is losing all her beauty. And here you come to trouble her with your foolishness. Come, go away now, my dear." Levin went back to the hotel, guilty and ashamed, but reassured. His brother, Darya Alexandrovna, and Stepan Arkadyevitch in full dress were already waiting with holy images to bless him. There was no time to be lost. Darya Alexandrovna had to go home again to get her son perfumed and curled for the occasion. The child was to carry the sacred image before the bride. Then one carriage must be sent for the chauffeur, while another was to come for the hotel for Sergei Ivanovitch. This day was full of complications. He must make haste, for it was already 6:30. The ceremony of the benediction was anything but solemn. Stepan Arkadyevitch assumed a comically grave attitude beside his wife, raised the sacred image, and obliged Levin to kneel before it, while he blessed him with the affectionate and wicked smile. And last he kissed him 3 times, and Darya Alexandrovna did the very same, hastily, for she was in a great hurry to get away, and in great perplexity about the carriage arrangements. "No, this is what we will do. You will go for him in our carriage, and perhaps Sergei Ivanovitch will be so good as to come immediately and send back his—" "Certainly, with pleasure. We will come back together. Has the luggage been sent?" asked Stepan Arkadyevitch. "Yes," replied Levin, and he called Kuzma to help him dress.